Hello, thank you for visiting. This video is to persuade you as to why smoke bombs should return to Fortnite Battle Royale. First reason is they were not overpowered, and despite how unpopular they were, Fortnite has changed, and I think they deserve a second chance. Smoke bombs, as they were originally introduced, were a green tier weapon. I think they could have been a blue tier weapon if you allowed them to be instantly deployed. There was a slight delay when you threw down the smoke bomb originally, and there was a little time when, before the smoke came out and the time when you actually threw it. If you could throw it down instantly and just shoot out a bunch of smoke, I think it could be a blue tier weapon. Smoke bombs would allow you to restrict the vision of anyone attacking you instantly at any given time. A unique countermeasure to the smoke bombs would be the use of the thermal scope. As it stands currently, I see a lot of people leaving the thermal scope behind. It seemed cool at first, but it doesn't seem very practical, just because of how slowly it shoots and the damage is done. If you happen to have one and a team throws down a smoke bomb, you might be the only person getting hits. Second reason. Stink bombs were introduced pretty recently, and they're a great offensive weapon. You can throw them at towers, or however you choose to use them at groups of people. Maybe it'll distract them or disperse them a little bit, but it only does 5 damage, which is pretty fair. I think you could do a little bit more, but it's a purple tier weapon, and it's clearly marketed as an offensive weapon. Smoke bombs could be marketed as a defensive weapon. It'd be a lower tier weaponry, such as green or blue, and it would be defensive. It would allow you to escape or hide for just a short amount of time versus going on the offensive. Number 3, this one might be a little bit of a stretch, but follow me on it for a second. I believe the smoke bombs could balance the beloved missile launcher. If you're like me and a lot of other people, you miss the missile launcher. It was a lot of fun to play with when you got it, and it was scary to run from when it was chasing you. If you don't like the missile launcher, allow me to offer a countermeasure. If you throw down a smoke bomb, people sharking you with the missile launcher can no longer find you. If they can't see you, they can't hit you. The fourth reason, and I think a lot of you will feel me on this one, is that smoke bombs prevent executions. People, how many times were you down and then instantly killed right after getting down? The rest of your friends play through the whole match of a Fortnite game just because one guy got really greedy with his kills. I don't know about you, but I hate getting thirsty. I think it's cheap, and I don't think it's what the developers had in mind when they gave you all of that health when you're down. You get a full 100 health bar when you're down. It ticks by slowly, but I don't think they imagine people quite so often immediately thirsting people if they're down. So, if you bring a couple smoke bombs with you, perhaps you can throw one down just as you die. I don't know if maybe you put it as a setting where you could, if you go down, you instantly drop a smoke bomb. That'd be pretty cool. I don't think that'd be super overpowered because the person still could just run through the smoke and find you, or shoot a rocket launcher in there or what have you, but I think it'd be something. If one of your teammates has a smoke bomb, they could throw one at you and perhaps deal with the threat while you sit there in the smoke, as opposed to you just dying instantly. Okay? Stink bombs currently do the same thing. However, they don't completely restrict the vision of anyone attacking you, and they obviously do damage to the user, so whomever threw it could not come res you. Fifth reason is that smoke bombs would provide an excellent countermeasure to tower campers and snipers. If someone's got the high ground over you, they're generally going to win the fight. I think smoke bombs could help you out with this. If someone's just camping up there in a tower, you throw a smoke bomb at them, you restrict their vision for a few moments with the smoke bomb, and get to a better location. Give you a chance to think, give you a chance to come up with an idea or a plan, or get to a better location or get some high ground of your own, and appropriately react. Number 6 is, if smoke bombs were brought back the right way, they could offer a whole new strategy to the way Fortnite is currently being played. As it is currently, there's a lot of aggro rushing, defensive fighting, surprise attacks, fighting over the high ground, but you've pretty much seen the extent of Fortnite gameplay if you've played it as often as I have. If you reintroduce the smoke bombs, you could reintroduce some new strategies and new metas into the game, and Lord knows we could probably use some of that right now. Something to just shake things up a little bit. A new strategy might be the escape artist, someone who can work well when their opponents are temporarily blind. Okay? Someone gets the high ground over you and you blind them, it's not very useful. I mean, they can still build out of it, sure, no problem. But it gives you that extra few seconds that might mean the difference between life and death. 7th reason is they're beneficial to beginners and pros alike. To start with the beginners, Fortnite is hard. I know that much. If you're playing Fortnite and you haven't been playing for the last few seasons, or you're just a casual player, it's difficult because there are a lot of pros out there who are thirsty, for easy kills, okay? If you're allowed to equip smoke bombs, you can get away, you can have a moment to reassess and give yourself a chance to breathe before someone, just one-shots you with some super power weapon. And for the pros, how many times have you been the last one on your squad alive running through solo squads? Okay, for the streamers and the super pros out there, I'm sure you had a lot of fun with that, but for the average, and above average players, playing a solo game in squads is not your ideal setup, okay? Smoke bombs would allow you to perhaps escape from an entire squad of people half your skill level, but that just have a lot more firepower than you, okay? If you might be better than them all, but if you can't pick them off one by one and they're all pounding you, you're gonna lose. So, what do? You can throw a smoke bomb at yourself or at them and maybe pick them off one by one, run through the smoke like a ninja. The last reason is it allows you a chance to breathe, a chance to heal, and a chance to regroup after you've just gotten out of a fight, okay? One of the worst things to happen in Fortnite is when you completely obliterate a team or you go through a really intense battle with a team and you just barely make it out by the skin of your teeth, and then some team that is completely fresh comes in and completely obliterates you because you're only at half health and you don't have enough time to put on your shield or your medkits or whatever. You don't have enough time to res one of your teammates. You don't have enough time to, stock up on the loot that you just, won from the battle. If smoke bombs are reintroduced, you throw one down, you can do all of that without spending any mats. Materials are hard enough to acquire as it is. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Any counter arguments, I'm welcome to hear them in the comments. Share it around if you agree with me. All right, thank you. Goodbye.